in the darkness, my God, that is who you are. I hear you already singing it. Come on and say it. Waymaker, waymaker, miracle worker, promise keeper, light in the darkness, my God, that is who you are. Come on, let the Lord hear you. And we say, waymaker, miracle worker, promise keeper, yeah. Light in the darkness, my God, that is who you are. Ooh, you are here, moving in this place. Yes, you are, God. And we worship you. Oh, say we worship you. You are here, rearranging destinies, and we worship you, God. Hey, say we worship you. You are here. Waymaker. Woo! Lord have mercy. Somebody ought to just say, I know him as a waymaker. Every time I call on him, every time I need him, said you keep on making a way. 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 I can trust you. I can depend on you. You're gonna always come through for me. You're a promise keeper.
Come join us at Victory Community Church, the genesis of joy, where we are placing Jesus back at the center of the community. Every Sunday at 10 a.m., under the leadership of Senior Pastor Otis Petaway III. Experience victory with us, where we preach, teach, and praise with victory in mind.
Good evening, good evening, good evening. Thank you all so much for being here with us tonight. I pray that you have had a great week. I pray that God has continued to show himself true this week in everything that you've needed him to do. Thank you all so much for your continued support and prayers. Victory, I see y'all are already in the chat. Man, I'm excited to see y'all in the chat tonight. So if you're a victory champion, or you a guest, if you're not necessarily, you hadn't united with our church, that's all right. We're not gonna call you out. I just want you to put this in the chat for me tonight, just so we can get this thing started off the right way. Because I feel like teaching tonight. Let's get this thing started the right way. Just put it just for our countdown tonight. Waymaker, because we know that he will make a way. Let me say it again for the 2 or 3 people in the back. I'm asking that you put in the chat tonight the word way maker. Why are we doing that? Because we know that he's a God that will make a way. And so if you're watching me tonight and you need him to do just that, I'm going to ask that you do that for me. I'm going to ask that you do that for me. I'm going to ask that you do that for me. Put it in the chat. Waymaker. That he is a way maker. He is he's able to make a way out of no way. And I'm so grateful for it. For whatever it is that you stand in need of, that you trust God to be just that, a way maker. For whatever the dilemma is that you stand in need of, he is a way maker. So now that we've done that, I'm gonna ask that you share the live out. If you can, share the live out. We want to get as many people in here tonight as possible. I'm believing God, and I said this before. I'm saying it again in a spirit of authority of what I believe and have seen God do, that in a season of great testing, in a season of abnormal testing, there is a absolute follow-up of abnormal failure by abnormal blessing. And I'm gonna ask that you understand that where we are and what we're doing and what we're dealing with and what we're seeing is all preparation for abnormal. God is up to something. And at Victory, I'm telling you, if you have not done so already, lock in, because this thing is about to be amazing. I genuinely feel like teaching tonight, because I want us to understand that the attack of spiritual warfare, even though it is the focus this month, and in the middle of this spiritual warfare for the quarter, while in this attack, God has an amazing way of just being God all by himself. And so I'm going to ask that y'all, those that you just now getting on, put that in the chat for us, Waymaker. If you haven't done so, I want us all to do it. I want us all to do it because he is a way maker. If you don't know him as a way maker, you will not understand tonight's lesson. If you do not know him as a way maker, either you're going to learn him as a way maker or tonight's lesson will be as it will be beyond the scope or expectation. Let me do this because I'm believing for I'm believing God for some miraculous things to happen. So I don't want to get bogged down at the end because I genuinely don't know if I'd be in the headspace to do it. So if you haven't done so, we do a seed. I'm asking Victory to sow a seed tonight between 20 and 50. $20 and $50, somewhere in between there. Find yourself a place of comfort and sow tonight. But a gift of between $20 and $50. If you're watching us live, just sow a seed of $20 tonight. It helps us continue to do what we're doing, reach the masses that we're trying to reach, and see God do the impossible. So I'm gonna ask that you all do that. Let's sow tonight. $20. Don't log off because it's not gonna be a long offering. I'm do a couple of announcements. I'm getting right into it. This Sunday at 10 a.m. we have our guest for the pre-anniversary past anniversary. Dr. Dews will be in the room with the St. Paul Church family. Y'all, this is my home church. This church I grew up in. This church I used to run around in as a little boy. And so they're coming to be with us on Sunday. I am so excited to have Pastor Dews in the room and the St. Paul family coming to celebrate with us in a major way. And so I'm going to ask everybody that can come in the room. Let's all celebrate together for the pre-anniversary on the 24th, this Sunday at 10 a.m. Next Sunday, at 10 a.m. the 31st, we're going to celebrate my birthday and my anniversary. We do it all together at the same time. And I'm so excited because my little sister, Tatiana Barnett, will be here in the room being our guest psalmist, and the first lady, the executive pastor, my wife, will be our guest speaker. Sheikah Petaway will be in the room preaching her can off on Sunday, the 31st. So y'all, let's do that. We're going to have Sunday, the 24th, Dr. Dews is going to be in the room. And then on Sunday, August the 31st, 10 a.m., we're going to be in the room for our anniversary and birthday celebration. Thank y'all so much. Y'all, Waymaker, miracle worker, promise keeper, light. There's so much that gets clear when you know him to be a way maker. Y'all, let me get into my lesson tonight. Let me get into this. So Sunday, we started out with Genesis 50 and 20. Genesis 50 and 20. Great word. Great text. Great text. Says this: you intended to harm me, but God intended it for good to accomplish what is now being done, the saving of many lives. You intended to harm me. So we talked Sunday from this thought: it is well with my soul. And why is it so? Why is that controversial of a view to have? It's not controversial in the end. The controversy hits when you're in the beginning and you feel like, has anybody, let me just talk to everybody tonight. Let's have a conversation. Have you ever felt like God abandoned you in the middle of the process? Have you ever felt godless? Ooh, man, let me say it again. Let me use my English language to communicate it a little bit different. Have you felt like you experienced less of God? Ooh, even if you did not experience the absence of God, have you ever felt godless? There's some things that we've been in, some situations in our lives where we can honestly say that God, I haven't always been where I am. I hadn't always understood the way I understand. There's always a situation. But have you ever felt God less than where and what you feel him right now? Is there anybody besides me that can say, I haven't always been where I wanted to be? Sometimes I've felt God, but it has not been as strong as I wanted, as strong as I felt it needed to be. Anybody besides me have felt like when the enemy showed up, God tipped his hat and dipped? Anybody besides me can say tonight that I've been in some situations where it seems like God didn't forget about me. He knew where I was, but he did not seem to care to deliver the solution. I mean, can I talk to some people in the room that's telling me tonight that have you ever been in a situation where you felt like God, not that he did not care, not that he was not present, but that he did not seem to want to render aid? It seems like he's in the room, he's watching the enemy get blow after blow, but it seems like he is not concerned. Have you ever felt like you didn't know if the enemy was whooping you, God had abandoned you, if he was waiting on the enemy to stop so he can get his turn of beating you? Have you ever just felt like God? Y'all don't want to talk to me. I'm not saying that you ever felt like God was against you, but have you ever felt like he wasn't for you? Woo. Have you ever, oh my God, have you ever had to show up for him in his service, at his house, and be in place and do what you were supposed to do? And the whole time you're showing up and seeing him move for other people, and at the same time telling yourself, where is he when y'all don't want to talk to me. Yeah, I know that this is for mature people, but have you ever felt like God? Watch this, because see, sometimes we all have been in situations where we've had to slow down and say, I don't know if I'm actually mad at the devil. I don't know if the devil is my problem, because my theology is being shaken by this attack, because sooner or later God should have stepped in. Is there anybody besides me can say I've taken, yeah, he's been a waymaker, but have you ever had him watch you take some haymakers? Y'all don't want to talk to me. He's been a waymaker, but he's watched me take some haymakers. Y'all don't, let me go. He's seen me, he's seen me take some combos. Yeah, every now and then I've seen that the lightning come up again. Every now and then I've seen that there's been problem after problem. I've seen situation after situation. I've seen dilemma after dilemma, and every time I go back to the same thing, it always seems like there's something. Have you ever felt like God could whoop the devil, but you don't know if he feel like fighting today? Come here, Joseph, because this 50 and 20 is not a statement of lack of trouble. The 50 and 20 is not a statement of the lack of an issue. The 50 and 20 statement is not a statement of exemption from dilemma. It is an all-inclusive word. When it's all said and done, I've had to sometimes see God from the sideline. Woo. Have you ever had to stop and say, God, I see you, even though I feel like you're all the way over there? Y'all, let's talk tonight. Because the first thing we see in this text, it's in this story, is the plot of the enemy. It says it in Genesis 37:20. Come on, let's kill him. Throw him into one of the cisterns. Watch this. And a ferocious animal devoured him. And say that a ferocious animal devoured him. Then we will see what comes of his dreams. Oof. There's nowhere in the text that he says that shows us, watch this, even if he said something wrong, never in the text does it says he went to harm his brothers. They plotted on him. And the problem with some of us is that we think that every plot against us will fail. And because we have that theology, that every plot against us will fail, when it works, it seems as if God lied. Because you said that no weapon formed against me shall prosper, that you misappropriated the phrase. And now you said that every weapon that's formed against you won't hurt you. Now every weapon formed against you will be cut down. No, baby. Because some plots of the enemy will work. Well, how do you know? Well, there's a story in Daniel 3. Daniel 3, there's a story of 3 boys that get a plot against them to end them up in death, in a death-like situation. And they put a plan together and point out their prayer life and say they're not going to bow. When they don't bow, he sets them on fire. And the fire burns up them, but it does not burn the 3 boys. There's a story in Daniel 6 that there's a man that opened his window to pray when they said no prayer. And he put him in a den of lions because the plot was to put him in the den. I got a better one for you. There was a plot to kill Jesus. That was a plot. They plotted that. Text says that judgment hall to judgment hall. Even the man that sentenced him to death says, I find no fault in this man. Their plot was to kill him. And they put him on the cross. Hey, I feel Baptist in me tonight. It might be because St. Paul coming Sunday. They hung him high. They stretched him wide. He hung his head. For me, he died. The plot was to kill him. And they did. The problem for some of us as believers is that we cannot settle this thing in our spirits when plots work. When the people that talked about you seem to get what they want. When the people that have scandalized you and whispered behind your back, when they said that it wouldn't work, and it doesn't. When they said that your head had got too big, it needed to be brought down, and you come to fall. Then you say, God has not been with us. But that's not the Bible, because even when the plot of the enemy is promised and fulfilled, God is still God. So you cannot be immature when the plot is going through production. Or let me say it like that. When they are filming and releasing the plot that they are planning the release of the plot. Here he comes. Let's throw him in a ditch. Let's throw him in a pit. And we will say that he died a natural death. And the only thing that saves his life is their greed had more authority than their anger. Because they wanted to get rid of him, and their greed overrode their anger. And they said, let's sell him. Let's sell him to the slave master. Some stuff let's keep going, y'all. First thing is we see the plot of the enemy. Second thing we see is, I'm talking about when you're going through. Anybody going through that go through. It's about 41 people watching online tonight. Y'all remember, hit that share button, because it's finna get good. I feel it in my pinky toe right now. The second thing is the provision during uncertainty. That verse 39, he gets sold into slavery at Potiphar's house. Chapter 39, verse 2 says this: the Lord was with Joseph. Let me say it again. The Lord was with Joseph, so he prospered, and he lived in the house of his Egyptian master. Wait a minute. What are you trying to say, Pastor? I'm trying to get us to understand that God can leave you where the plot landed you and favor you even in the seat. Whatever the seat is you end up sitting in, you can still be more favored in slavery than your master. So watch this, y'all. He's in the master's house, and the master's house gets blessed because he is in it. Because the Lord was not with the Egyptian master. Y'all don't want to talk to me tonight. Because even at your roughest, rawest, grimiest times, when you hit rock bottom, you took him with you. And everything connected to you, y'all don't want to talk to me tonight. Everything connected to you is blessed, which means that if everything connected to you is blessed, then even when you're in bad situations, you are still blessed. Y'all don't want to talk to me tonight. I'm talking better than y'all saying amen. I need 3 people in the back that'll just stop for a second and say, I'm with you, Reverend. I'm with you. That my situation hasn't always been what I wanted it to be, but he provided for me because he was with me. Y'all don't want to talk to me. I'm not worried about where I go. I'm worried about who's going with me. Woo. Because the Lord was with him. Y'all, somebody put with me. Just put it in the chat. Put it in the chat for me so I can make sure that I'm not talking to myself tonight. Because I feel it in here tonight. I feel it in here tonight, because I need 3 people that'll just stop for a moment and tell God, thank you for being with me in some tough, tight, horrible spots. You did some things for me. You did not always have me where I thought I should have been, but God, I thank you that you went there with me. Woo! Y'all, this is a mature praise for 2 or 3 people that's with me that'll say, God, I thank you for going with me. I thank you. Oh, I want to. I got to go. I got to keep going, because y'all. If I was at Victory today, if I was at Victory right now, I would pause for a moment and say, thank you for being a friend. Travel down the road and back again. Your heart is true. You're a pal and a confidant. And if you ever threw a party and invited everybody you knew, you would see the biggest gift would be from me. And the card, God, thank you for being y'all don't want to talk to me. You've been a friend. Ooh, that stick is closer than a brother. With me, the Lord was every situation I've ever been in. He's been right there. That's why I cannot let you take me too far. That's why I cannot get too mad. That's why I cannot have bad expectations of him, because he never said that he would not put me in some bad, tight, horrible situations. But he did say he would always be there. So no matter how bad, tight, or upset, or bad, or horrible the situation is, he's right there the whole time. He's been there every step of the way. I wish I could get y'all to understand how I broke that word down so y'all could understand how many ways that he'll be there. He's not every. He's been there every step of the way. Every time I've needed him, he's been right dog on there. You couldn't get me, because see, some people will assume because my work ethic that is what is getting them the blessings, but they don't understand that it's not my work ethic, it's who I brought with me. It's that I got a partner, that it's not about Joseph. Y'all missed it, because this is not about Joseph, because Joseph is living a humanistic situation. He's dealing with the fallout from dealing with his brothers. And so his situation is not abnormal, it's normal. What makes the situation abnormal is he took somebody with him. Ooh. Because he took somebody with him, because when you get in situations, that's why it's well with my soul, because you thought I came here by myself. Baby, who told you I was by myself? I brought him with me. Y'all don't want to talk to me tonight, because he's been providing even when I did not know that I needed him to provide. He's been making a way. See, that's why I cannot be negative about what I don't know, because I always put the things I don't know on his tab. Ooh. Y'all don't talk to me. See, the enemy or immaturity will say, if you pray one time, that's enough. No need to call God again about the same situation. He heard it, you know it, go on, move on. But maturity says, every day, ask again. Well, Pastor, that sounds like immaturity, because maturity say give it to him and let it go. No, baby. What I'm saying is, as long as it's on your heart, you need to know that you can ask him for it. Ask him for it, baby, because your asking reminds you. Faith comes by hearing. So the more you say it, the more you hear yourself say it. And because you are talking to him, y'all don't want to talk to me. This Bible said I teach for a night. Because you are talking to God, then you are reminding yourself who can do it. Ooh, let me pause, rewind, come back again on the other side. That the more I talk to God about the same stuff, I'm not saying it again because I doubted that he could. I'm saying it again because I know who it is that can do it. So there's no need in me going to get someone else, going to talk to someone, going to deal with someone else. I might as well talk to him because he can handle it. If my back is against the wall, there's no need for me to go talk to someone else. I'm going to talk to the what? Waymaker. Woo! He's a waymaker. There's no need for me to talk to somebody else if they can't make a way. If they are not a waymaker, there's no need in me trusting them, talking to them, dealing with them. What can you do for me if you can't make a way? I hope somebody's being helped tonight. There's a lifting, there's an anointing for 2 or 3 people that's watching me tonight to say, I don't know what it is, but I know that God is it. Ooh, I don't know what I need, but I know who I need, and who I need is God, and God all by himself. Guess what? I'm going to give it to him. I'm going to turn it over. I'm going to lay it at his feet. I'm going to call him. I'm going to talk to him. I'm going to lean on him, because no matter what it is that we have going on, he can make it all right. Ooh, it might not be convenient, but it's all right. It might not have turned out the way I thought it should, but it's all right. It might not have landed the way that I thought it should have landed, but it's all right. Because sometimes you cannot get to the end before you learn how to recognize him in the middle. So sometimes you have to see God in the middle. How do you see him in the middle, Pastor? It's when you should have given up. It's when the situation should have turned around. It's when the situation should have given out. That is the prominent, perfect spot for you to pause and say, God, I thank you for being here. Y'all don't want to talk to me tonight. It was when you didn't have enough and he made it more than enough. It was when your nerves were on the last one and they had stepped off of it, and God says, give them up. When have you, oh, y'all don't want to talk to me tonight because I feel it. I feel real good here tonight. Have you ever felt a good old DJ? Have you ever felt like God took a book out of DJ Khaled repertoire and another one? Y'all don't want to talk to me tonight. You thought you wasn't gonna make it through the night, and God says, and another one. You thought you couldn't go through this thing again, and God said, and another one. Have you ever felt like God just stopped for a second and pulled the DJ Khaled on you and another one? Y'all don't want to talk to me tonight, because provision during uncertainty literally means that when I did not understand how I was going to get out of this thing, he turned it around. And another one. Y'all don't want to talk to me tonight, because when it seems like I'm going crazy, it seems like God says it's going to be all right. When it feels like I'm going crazy, God says it's going to be all right. Because every time I got to the end of my rope, God said, give him another one. Y'all don't want to talk to me, because he's always made a way. There's always been enough. There's always been something. There's always been something that he kept right at the edge, right at the point, right at the line to say, God, that's going to be, don't worry about it. It's going to work out. Because he always provides during uncertain times. Y'all don't talk to me. And he can be seen clearly providing during uncertain times. Yeah, because when your back is against the wall, you cannot give anyone else credit but him. When you're tired, when you're worn out, when you're exhausted, and he said, get another one. Ooh, y'all don't want to talk to me, because he always provides during uncertain times. Let me get out of here. Y'all don't. I'm gonna put this. All right. The third thing. First thing is the plot of the enemy. They gonna try some stuff. Second thing is provisions during uncertainty. He always provides during uncertainty. Man, we had 46 people. Provision during uncertainty. The third thing is that the plan of the Almighty. The plan of the Almighty. This is what he says in the text. He says, but you, as for you, you thought evil against me, but God meant it unto good, to bring to pass as it is this day, to save much people alive. But as for you, ye thought evil against me. As for you, you plotted on me. As for you, you scandalized my name. As for you, you turned on me. As for you. Because see, I can be mature and still be truthful. As for you, I saw what you were doing, but you meant evil against me. This is the maturity. But God meant it unto good. Y'all, this is my shout. Because what if the plot, see, this is the maturity talking in me. What if the plot of the enemy included the plan of the Almighty? Y'all, I got to get out of here, y'all. I'm gonna put this on the screen so I can get my last point out, because I'm feeling it. This toe is, my pinky toe is jumping. It's that some of us are struggling because we don't understand that God had a plan the whole time. We thought that God's plan only started when you got in the situation you're in. But God's plan started from the beginning. So when they started plotting, their plot was a part of the plot. What you say? Come here real quick, because y'all don't like this kind of teaching. I think I'll give you Bible for it, because that's too much of a big jump. Jeremiah 29:11 says this: "For I know the thoughts I have towards you," says the Lord. Says who? The Lord. Thoughts of peace. What? Not of evil. What? I think King James said, "I know the plans I have towards you. Thoughts of peace, not of evil, to give you an expected end." Wait, what do you mean? So, man, I got to get out of here, y'all. Jeremiah says that he knew me from the beginning. Well, how early is the beginning? Well, he says, "I knew you from your mother's womb." How early did I know? So if the plan was in your mother's womb, the plot didn't catch him by surprise. So if the plot got plotted during the plan, if the plan predates the plot, but when you look into the plan, the plot that they just came up with was already in the plan. So that means that the plot was a part of the plan. So where you're going is where the plan had designed for you to go anyway. So if the plan included the plot, which means that God is not surprised by the turns you took. He knew them before you did them and had enough grace and blood to cover and forgive what you did. That your destiny might have been detoured, but it didn't get decommissioned because of the plot. Man, I wish I had one of them on them voice machines out. My mind is blown. That God's plan included the plot. And even if you act crazy during the plot and don't do what you should during the plot, the most you can do is detour the plan. You cannot deconstruct the plan because the plan includes any of your detours. I'm done. You ever paid attention to GPS on your phone? Not the beginning when it first started, but the GPS now. That sometimes GPS includes in your route the detours. It doesn't have to go there to then know that this is closed. It knows before you get there. The only way you get to a real, y'all don't talk to me. You called it a detour, but it's really your route because your route you want to go is not passable. The detour was your planned route. And I'm mind blowing myself. What you call a detour was the actual plan for you to get home. I'm done. What you called a detour was the actual plan for you to get home. And so because it wasn't the route you wanted to go, you called it a detour and out of the way. But if you would have went the way you wanted to go, you would have had to wait. Ooh. Okay, can I pause, take my analogy a little bit farther? Y'all don't want to hear me tonight. In Houston, there's this thing called the tollway. On 288, there's a toll road on 288. I'm driving home today, and as I'm on my way home, I get on the tollway because I was on the regular road and 288 had a lot of traffic. So I exited out of 288 got on the tollway, I rode the same road everybody else was on. And it seemed like I was getting to where I was going faster than them. And if you just looked at my car, you would assume that I was getting there just faster than them. I was just chosen. I was just special. I got access to something they didn't have access to. But what God showed me was, it's not that you're special, it's that you're paying a price to get on the road, to get where you need to go faster, but you're going to get there faster, but it's going to cost you. Ooh, I'm done, y'all. I got to get out of here. And some of us don't understand that some people that got to where you were and where you're trying to go, and they achieved some things that you haven't seen and some things you don't understand, and you're trying to figure out how they got what they got as soon as they got it. But let me tell you for a second tonight, if you don't hear nothing else, let me put something in your ear. It's not that they got there before you. It's not that they got there faster than you. It's that they got there, and they got there, but it cost them a little bit of something extra. They got where they needed to go, but it cost them. And sometimes God will put you on the fast track so people can see you driving by, but they don't understand the price you paid to get to where you are. Let's go. Well, God, I love you. I thank you. I honor you, God. I adore you. You are an awesome God. You are a way maker. It's well with my soul, whatever you do, because you are an awesome God. In Jesus' name we pray. Amen. Y'all, let's give tonight. We give $20 on Tuesday nights. Victory, I'm asking you to give between $25 and $50 tonight. Y'all know what we need to do. We had this conversation. Thank y'all so much. Appreciate you all. If you're watching us, y'all, I appreciate each and every one of you all. Those that are members, those that are not. If you're looking for a church home, put in the chat, I want to join. I want to join. And we will reach out to you. Put in the chat, I want to join. I want to join. And we will reach out to you. Y'all, I'm amazed at what God is doing at Victory. Remember, this Sunday at 10 a.m., St. Paul will be joining us. We're wearing our Sunday best. We're coming out of casual month for one Sunday only. We're going to wear our Sunday best this Sunday. We're having St. Paul join us in the room. I appreciate each and every one of y'all. Y'all don't know how much I love and appreciate y'all. Can y'all do this for me? Just for this isn't for the pastor. This isn't for this is just for Otis. Can y'all put in the chat if you were helped tonight? I was helped. I was helped. If you were helped tonight, I need to know that I wasn't selfish, because tonight was for me. I needed to talk to me. That he is everything I needed him to be. Thank y'all so much. I appreciate y'all. I love you all. The ways to give are on the screen. We all know we go out with a praise, because I'm believing him for this season of exceedingly abundantly above all that we can ask or think. Y'all, I thank y'all so much. I was helped. I was helped. I'm putting myself. I was helped. That I'm grateful. Waymaker. Y'all, if you were not here during the countdown, just when we end this live, go watch the countdown and let that bless you. Just let that bless you. Y'all be blessed. I love you all. See you all tomorrow night for prayer. See you all Sunday morning in the room. Everybody come out. Let's celebrate victory. Y'all know what I asked. If nothing else, be in the room. I want to see everybody. I want to see all of Victory in the room at one time. That'll be an awesome anniversary gift. Y'all, I appreciate you all. I love you all. I might come back live this week. I don't have to preach Sunday, so I ain't got nothing to work on. Y'all, I be blessed. I love you all. See you all. See y'all Sunday in the room. Be blessed. We got to go. To exceed